Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yamajit. Thank you so very much for joining us tonight for our Tuesday satsang. Includes Namaste to Kim, who's joining right now, and anybody else who happens to be tuning in. Please feel free to say hello using the chat function at the bottom of your screen. Tonight we're going to be doing a meditation based on the Neela Saraswati Stotram. Neela Saraswati is actually a form of the goddess Tara, who we see in this painting here. Quick announcement before we begin. And this coming Friday will be another installment of our Deity Yoga series. And I'm really going to be sharing the one that really got me started with Tibetan practices. And that is the Deity Yoga practice, the meditation for Vajra Yogini. And I've made some adaptations to it to make it really work nicely, I think, as a group meditation. So looking forward to sharing that with you on Friday evening, 7 o'clock. You can join live on YouTube, and you're always welcome to join us in person at 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver, Colorado. So this particular stotram that I'm going to be sharing tonight, I found this on the agori.com website, and I'm going to read the introduction for you. Neela Saraswati, which means blue Saraswati, is a form of Tara Devi in her fierce form. Tara has an intense blue color. She's very similar to Kali and equally terrifying. Her hair is tangled and has snakes as ornaments. The tongue, dangling and thirsty for blood, dances on a corpse, wearing a garland of human heads, and is dressed in the skin of a tiger. She has 4 arms holding a lotus, a sword, scissors, a severed head, and a drinking bowl. Got a kitty here who's interested in everything. The term Tara means liberator or savior, but also to cross or go beyond. Tara also can mean star. Think of one's guiding star. Okay. So she is the power that helps us to cross difficult situations. Tara is the savior. She is the guide. And it is the knowledge that she embodies that saves us. Tara is also the unmanifested sound personified as the goddess. Tara is the saving force through the sound of the mantra. Tara is the Om that pervades all of creation. She is the primordial sound that is the origin of creation, but also its dissolution. Tara is also an important Buddhist deity, consort of the Buddha, Avalokiteshvara, the embodiment of compassion. She is the compassionate goddess toward all living beings. The mantra, both Hindu and Buddhist, dedicated to her is a prayer, Om Tara Tutara Turiye Svaha. After chanting the Sri Neela Saraswati Stotram, it is required to show the Yoni Mudra to the goddess. And I'm going to demonstrate one form of that. Let's see if I can pan the camera around. So, Yoni Mudra, and let me turn this light out. There we go. Think of you're doing, this is the church, this is the steeple, but you're bringing your index fingers and your thumb together. The fingers are to either side, and you're displaying it downward, such as this. So at the end of the stotram, I'll indicate for you to do Yoni Mudra. And I'll bring us back to our altar. Jinx says hello. And namaste to Jigesh and Elizabeth, who just joined us. So I invite you. Oh, yeah, namaste. Yep, there's Jinx. Jinx is here. All right, so I invite you to find a comfortable seated position. Position yourself so you can look with a nice relaxed gaze at this image of Ma Tara on our little altar here. And I invite you to breathe deeply, taking some time for grounding, for centering, preparing for our meditation. Letting go of the cares and the concerns of yesterday and tomorrow. Bringing your awareness again to this present moment. Gazing upon the image of Tara. Focusing your breath and your attention on your heart center. Connecting with the Divine Mother within and without. And then choosing something within your life that you would like the energies of this practice to go towards. Some difficulty you're working through right now. And you could also do this sadhana with somebody else close to you in mind. And just acknowledge that in taking part in our meditation tonight, that you're taking an important step in bringing resolution to your life, in bringing healing, in bringing balance, in gaining that guidance for which you have need. So we're going to do a slightly different opening. Go ahead and bring your hands together into Yoni Mudra, like I demonstrated earlier. So the index fingers pointing down, the joined thumbs pointing up. And we're going to chant the mantra Om Tara 3 times while we hold that mudra. Om Tara. Inhale. Om Tara. One more inhale. Om Tara. Inhale and exhale. And just let your hands come apart and rest comfortably in your lap. And just look upon the image on your screen for our opening puja. And I invite you to breathe deeply while meditating on our image. Or if it feels comfortable, You can join in our mantra, Om Tara Tutara Turdiye Svaha. Om Tara Tutara Turdiye Svaha. Om Tada Tutada 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 Turdiye Svaha. Jai Matara. Jai Matara. Jai Matara. So I invite you now to close your eyes, breathe deeply, listening to the words of our hymn, both in English and in Sanskrit, and just let the chants and the words guide your consciousness to where it needs to be. Sri Neela Saraswati Stotram. Sri Ganeshaya Namah. Godarupe Maheshrave Savasatru Vasyankari. Bhaktibhyo Vara Devi Trahemam Saranagatam. Sora Sora Site Devi Siddha Gandha Vasevite Jagya Papa Hare Devi Trahemam Saranagatam. Jata Juta Samaya Yukte Lola Jinvanyu Karani Druta Bodhikare Devi Trahemam Saranagatam. Sunyarupe Gorarupe Chandarupe Namostute. Stistirupe namastubhyam trahemam saranagatam. Jadanam jadatam hamse bhaktanam bhaktar vatsale. Mudhatam hare me divi trahemam saranagatam. Hrum, Hrum Karamai Devi Balon Homa Pre Nama. Ogratare namastobhyam trahemam saranagatam. Buddhim dehi yasho dehi kavitvam dehi dehi me. Kubuddhim hare me devi trahemam saranagatam. Indra Deva Sadvrida Vandite Karunamai Tare Tarahinat Tasye Trahimam Saranagatam. Om. 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 Hymn to the blue Saraswati. Vati. Sri Ganesha, we bow to you. O goddess with a fierce form and exceptional sound, who subjugates all enemies and who blesses all her devotees, help us to take refuge in you. O goddess worshipped by the devas and demons, who are served by devotees, and who destroys all accumulated sin, help us to take refuge in you. O goddess, with tied matted hair, who with an insatiable and dangling language puts an end to darkness, and who makes our brain work very fast, help us to take refuge in you. O goddess, our salutations to you, who have the form of anger as well as placid nature, who have the terrible form and the form of creation, help us to take refuge in you. O goddess who destroys fools as well as foolishness, and who is very dear to her devotees, please destroy our foolish thoughts. Help us to take refuge in you. Our tributes to her, who like singing Hroom, Hroom, and who like sacrifices and offerings in the fire. We salute you, the fierce Tara Devi. Help us to take refuge in you. O goddess, give us wisdom, fame, and ability to write poetry, and please destroy the foolishness that dwells within us. Help us to take refuge in you. You who are saluted by Indra and others as a couple, who are the merciful Otara with her supreme Lord, help us to take refuge in you. Om. 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 And then join your index fingers and thumbs together. Index fingers pointing down, holding Yoni Mudra, while I repeat our mantra again. And you're welcome to join me in chanting. Om Tada Tutada Turiye Svaha. Om Tada Tutada Turiye Svaha. Om Tada Tutada Tudiye 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 Svaha. Continue holding Yoni Mudra. Breathe deeply and rest for a while in a place of stillness and a place of silence. Jema. 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 Take a deep and clearing breath, releasing Yoni Mudra. Letting your hands rest comfortably in your lap. Letting go of the meditation and bringing your awareness back to your personal space. And then slowly bringing the palms of your hands to your heart center. Just checking in and noticing how you're feeling after the meditation. And just being watchful for its subtle effects in the days to come, especially in the form of flashes of insight, moments of understanding. And giving gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice tonight. And acknowledging that divine presence within yourself. And then slowly opening your eyes. Namaste. Blessings always. Thank you so very much for joining me this evening. And Jema. 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 Let's light out. Oops. Actually, this one. There we go. It's a little bit better. So I'm going to refer back to our image of Ma Tara and some of her symbolism. So standing upon a corpse. She's not leading with either her left or her right foot. So she's in a very neutral position. She can give when we need things, and she can also take those hindrances away from us. And that's what her large sword, or khadga, is certainly for. She holds the skull cup, representing the transformation of consciousness, the lotus, representing both purity and wisdom. Her disheveled hair represents free, feminine, Shakti energy, unbounded. And then something I always like to think about with this image is, especially seeing that she's the second of the Mahavidyas, is that we're in a distressed state, and Kali comes in with her sword and just cuts everything out. And it's like Tara then comes in with these little shears just to make sure that everything is completely excised. And Kim, thank you for your feedback tonight. And yeah, a little bit deeper voice. I've taken a job doing historical tours downtown, and I was guiding a group of 13 people around some of the historic sites. Wind was blowing, and I've been having a hard time with allergies these last few days. And so, yeah, my voice is a little bit on the congested side, but feeling really good. Definitely hay fever season. The cottonwoods are in full bloom here in Denver, Colorado. And so anyway, thank you for joining me. And glad you enjoyed this meditation. And I look forward to you joining me on Friday for our meditation and sadhana to Ma Vajra Yogini. And Jinx says namaste as well. So have a wonderful night. And Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di. Jai Mata Di.